All of you, welcome back to course Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So in the previous video we discussed about the data analytics project lifecycle. So we understand there are 5 stages involved in any data analytics project. So these stages are: we need to identify the problem. First of all, we identify the problem, then we identify the data requirement. After that we perform data cleaning, or you can say data pre-processing. Then we perform data analytics over that the data, and finally we'll visualize the data. So these are the 5 steps involved in the process of big data analytics project life cycle. Now today we are going to discuss about a topic called as a data analytics problem. So first is exploring web page categorization. So what is the meaning of this web page categorization? So here this is a simple diagram which tell you about what is that web page categorization. So here you can see, here we have been given a set of web pages such as home page, services, support, product, contact us and about us. These are all the web pages present in a particular website. So in that case you need to perform analytics. So from that analytics you will get output, and that output is represented in the form of this 3 category: low, medium and high. That means in this case what you are doing, you are just checking the popularity of each web page that is available in a particular website, and you are dividing it into low, medium and high. So from this you can observe that the web page support, contact us and about us having a low popularity, because less number of people less number of person that visiting that particular pages, so they are considered as a low popular, they are not that much popular. Then services and product, these are 2 web pages, they are medium, they are in the category of medium. That means they are having a medium popularity. And the home page is having a highest popularity, because most of the person visit their home page and then leave it from that particular website. So in this way this is our problem. Web page categorization means in a particular website, we know that a website is nothing but a collection of web pages. So in that case we need to categorize all the web pages present in a single website into 3 categories based on their popularity: low, medium and high. So this is what our problem. So what is our problem? Because I told you that we are discussing this particular problem with respect to 5 stages. What are the 5 stages? Problem identification, data identification, then data pre-processing, data analytics and finally visualization of data. So first step is what is the first step? Identification of the problem. So what is our problem? In this case we identify that we need to categorize the web pages of a particular website into 3 categories such as low, medium and high, that is based on the popularity of that particular web page. So to identify the importance of web pages, design for a website based on what? Content, design and visit. Number of person visiting that particular web page will help you to decide the popularity of that particular website. So this is what our problem. After that we second step is designing the data requirement. So here we'll identify what kind of data that we required in order to perform this particular task. So we identify that we need to decide the popularity of web page, and in order to get the, or in order to decide the popularity of web page, we require the data that how many people have visited a particular web page. That means we want a visitors count. So this is what a data that we want to retrieve, so that we can able to so that we can able to calculate the popularity of particular web page. So for that purpose we are going to use Google Analytics data source. So in order to use Google Analytics, you need to create your account, Google Analytics account. Then and then this kind of data you will able to retrieve, because Google Analytics will store the data for every website, that how many visitors have visited that particular web pages, at what time, for how much time they are with that particular pages. So each and every detail will be kept by Google Analytics. So in order to use that particular data, you need to create your account with the Google Analytics, and then you can able to collect that data. Okay, so there are many attributes are available in Google Analytics. So here I have mentioned few, such as a date. This is a date of the day when that web page was visited. then the source, this is a referral to the web page, then page title, a title of a web page which is visited by particular user, page path, URL of the web page. So this kind of information will be stored by the Google Analytics. So second step is designing the data requirement. So here we have decided, in order to categorize your web page into based on the popularity, we required a one kind of data, that is how many person have visited a web page. So in second step we have decided what kind of data we require and how to get that data. So we will get this data from the Google Analytics account. After that we need to pre-process the data, because the data we can gather from Google Analytics, that data is given in the form of CSV file. So we need to process this data before we are submitting it to MapReduce algorithm, because in this case we are discussing about big data, and in case of a big data we are using the concept of SDFS concept we are using in order to store your data, because it is a Hadoop distributed file system which help us to store your data. And in order to process the data which is present in the Hadoop distributed file system, we are going to make use of a concept such as a MapReduce. Okay, so in case of a pre-processing of your data, you will get your data from Google Analytics in the CSV file format. Now you want to process that data that is required for MapReduce function in a appropriate format. So this is what a third step, pre-processing of a data. Now the step number 4, performing analytics over the data. So here actual computation will take place, actual analysis will be performed in this particular step, where you are going to use the MapReduce, because we know that in case of a Hadoop two major components are there. One is a SDFS which stores the data, and second one is a MapReduce which help us to manipulate the data, to process that data and to perform data analytics. So here we will build and run the MapReduce algorithm with R and Hadoop integration. So in this case we are discussing about Hadoop and R. Okay, so here you, in this particular diagram, you can able to see we pass this input to the mapper, because in case of the Hadoop you have multiple mapper and reducer. So here first of all input will be passed to MapReduce job 1, where you will pass your data first of all to map1, then it will create some output and that will be passed to reduce 1. Then whatever the data that is produced by reduce 1, that will be given as an input to map2, and after that output produced by map2 given as an input to reducer, and finally you will get the output. So in this way you here you can use multiple pair of MapReduce based on the complexity of your problem, and based on the requirement the combination of MapReduce can be changed. Now here you can see in mapper what is happening. If you remember the concept of map and reduce, what we are performing in the map operation, during this map operation we are dividing our data into a key value pair. So here you can see we are dividing this data into key value pair to store the visit column. Okay, number of visitor for particular web page. So title of a web page considered as a key. For example, home page is a key, and number of user visited to that page, for example 10. So home page 10. So home page is a key and 10 is a value. That means it represents number of visitor visited to that particular page. So this is how mapper function works. It helps you to divide your data into key value pair. After that, this output generated by mapper 1 given as an input to reducer 1. So what reducer 1 will do, it will try to reduce that particular output generated by mapper. So here what you are doing over here, we are calculating the percentage. If the percentage means here how percentage is calculated, percentage equals to sum of v divided by total number of visit into 100. You need to calculate the percentage of visit for a specific URL or specific web page. Okay, so that percentage can be calculated. If the percentage is less than 33, then that means it is low, it is in the category of low popularity. Suppose it is greater than 33 and less than 67, then its popularity is medium. And finally, suppose the percentage is greater than 67, then we consider that its popularity is high. So in this way we will divide or categorize our web page into 3 categories such as low, medium and high. So in this way we can perform analytics over the data. And final step is visualization of a data. So here you can see page path is there. So in this case I mentioned the various web pages involved in that particular website, and finally you will see their exact value. That means their popularity is being divided into low, medium and the high. So in order to visualize your data, you can make use of a different charts, different diagrams are there. Okay, so in order to visualize the data, you can use different kinds of tools for better understanding of a output. So this is how step number 5, visualization of data. So here we discuss about web page categorization. What we have done, we have just executed all these 5 steps in this particular web pages. First of all, we identify the problem. So our problem is simple. We need to calculate the popularity of web page. Then we decided what kind of data we required. Okay, then we also decided the source from where we will get the data. So our source is Google Analytics. Then the step number 3 is pre-processing of a data. That means we will bring your data in appropriate format, and then in step 4 we'll perform MapReduce function. Okay, and in step number 5, whatever the output generated by MapReduce, that we will visualize with the help of particular chart or graph. Okay, so I hope you understand the problem, first data analytics problem, that is exploring web page categorization. Thank you.